Today's 672nd day that comes here, shall let's learn. I'm learning. I hope it also supports your dreams. Your goals allow you to become the person that you want to become. Yesterday, I started the topic of what you need to move on from. And of course, I shared all the things that you're supposed to move on from. Not all the things, but I shared quite a few things that you really need to work very hard to move on from. But at the same time, we need to understand that there's a lot of things that we need to hold on to. Because a lot of times people misplace them, and sometimes they hold on to the things that they need to move on from, and sometimes they move on from things that they're supposed to hold on to. So today I want to focus only on one part. So what you're supposed to hold on to. What are those things that is essential to make sure that you are living a joyful and fulfilling life? Of course, will be 14 things that I will mention, but this is not full list. There's more things. So you need to write down on things and sit down and really reflect what is most important for you, what you need to hold on to. Because there are some things that every single person has different, because some things are subjective, some things are objective. So that means that we need to figure out exactly what is for you that you really want to hold on to. Besides all the things that is negative, we want to make sure that we don't include something that is not adding in your life to the list that you need to hold on to. Sometimes it's good to really write a list of all the things that you want to hold on to and then give someone to review and ask, does it make sense? Those things that I wrote, does it make sense that I need to hold on to? Because I promise there's a lot of things that you want to hold on to. So let's start one by one. So first one is values and principles. Values and principles. That means that we need to hold on to, no matter what's going on in your life, you need to take actions based on your values. So what is your most important value? Like, let's say that your most important thing in life is family. So your value is family. So what happens when something goes south? When you don't make enough money, when you something else is going on? What do? Do you really allow your values to go sideways when something doesn't go right? Or doesn't matter what's going on, you live by your values? But I could tell you that sometimes when people are going through tough days, tough difficult things, people make a lot of bad choices. And why they make bad choices? Because they start making bad choices based on how they feel, based on their situation, but not based on their values. Because when you ask, okay, who I am, what kind of values I have, and does it align with who I am? Does it align with my values? When you start asking this question, a lot of times we'll make less mistakes than people who do not ask this question. So we need to hold on onto our values and principles. Number 2 is healthy relationships. Healthy relationships, that we want to hold on to the healthy relationships. Healthy relationships is not easy sometimes. Healthy relationships are relations that is allowing you to stretch yourself, grow, improve. Now, of course, I could tell you that not every single conversation, constructive feedback conversation, will be like joyful. Some relationships really, if it's healthy, needs to be some growth. Because when people say, oh, let's go to party, let's go to eat pizza, let's go those relations are very pleasurable, but are they healthy? That is the huge difference between pleasurable relationships and healthy relationships. Healthy relationships always need to be something positive, that after that conversation, after that interaction, after that being together, you're able to create something meaningful. Now, it's okay to go once in a while to take pleasurable things like pizza or anything in between, but if every single time you go with that person just for pleasure, how are you supposed to call this relationship healthy? So I highly recommend to review all the people and say that, like, and make a list of like 50 people that you surround yourself in, and make a list and say that, decide, what do I do with them? It's just pleasure, it's growth, it's work, and where are they coming from? What kind of value do they add in your life? Because sometimes you will see that your list is a lot of people who are negative. It's maybe some time to snip it and hold only to healthy relationships. Number 3 is positive memories. Now, it's important to remember positive memories with with family members, with friends, with colleagues, with sports, to make sure that you understand that you are worthy. You're always worthy. It doesn't matter what kind of memories you have, because a lot of times I found that some people say, oh, no, I have positive memories. But that means that you are able to create them. But if you have a lot of positive memories, that means that you are able to remember them, just to remind yourself that there's a lot of positive memories in the past. It's time to really build new ones, that you could have those feelings as you feel now, because a lot of times when you feel those emotions of those positive memories in the past, for me, it creates energy to pursue different memories that I could have even more to be grateful about all those memories. So really, we need to hold on to those memories and not let it go. Number 4 is personal growth. This is one of the most important. Like, I really love saying that personal growth are the key to anything that you want in life. Anything. Because if you don't like your station, you're able to change that. But how you need to change that? By changing yourself. And how you change yourself? By personal development, personal growth. So that means that if you hold on to personal growth, you know that your situation will change, because you are changing, you're improving, you're getting better. It's so powerful that if you want to change your station, first work on changing yourself with personal growth. So you hold on personal growth. Number 5 is self-respect. Self-respect. That means it doesn't matter what happens in your life, you're not supposed to give away your self-respect for to be liked by other people or get extra buck. You need to take control of self-respect and be really respectful of self, because self-worth and self-respect is essential in life. Because people who lose self-respect, they don't believe that they're worthy. They don't believe that they are able to achieve great things in life. So self-respect is essential, because when you respect yourself, you know that you are worthy of pursuing big things. So always make sure that you hold on self-respect, because it's hard to get it back. As possible, you need to work on personal growth, but to keep it is much easier than to get it back. Number 6 is goals and dreams. Now, I understand your circumstances, your situation, it could be very, very difficult. It's very hard to pursue dreams and goals and think about future in 5-10 years when you're barely surviving that one day. And it's okay to during tough days. I think that what I found that works the best is that you know and you have a hope about those big dreams, big goals, but focus on today. Focus on managing today. So you leave those big goals at the side, you hold on to them, but say, okay, I will not pursue those huge goals today, but what I will do, I will do my best today. So how much time do you have today? 15 minutes? 20 minutes? Half an hour? And what I'm able to do in those 20-30 minutes to better myself, to grow myself, to improve myself. Because when I will improve myself, those big goals will come to me closer. Just crawling closer to them will make a difference. Just don't think about it. Because I know that when you are a big, deep hole, it's very hard to think about big inspirations. So that means you focus on one day at a time. And when you come out of those holes, you're able to go after those big dreams. Number 7 is hope. You're never supposed to give up on hope. Hope, I know that is one of the lowest point, because hope is that everything seems going south. Everything goes bad way. And you have only hope. But when you still have a hope, that means that you will be able to overcome things, because when next level after hope is belief. So now I believe I can achieve things. And the last is like, I hope I'm able to achieve things. So that means when you have hope, you're able to crawl forward. So there's the same thing as goals and dreams. When you have a hope of goals, a hope of dreams, you're able to crawl forward even 15-20 minutes of reading a book every single day and changing your mindset, improving your mindset, and getting better, understanding more knowledge, building the skill. That could allow sooner to change from hope to belief, and then of course improve everything afterwards. Number 8 is gratitude. Gratitude is one of my favorite words, because I truly believe that there is a huge power of gratitude. I have seen multiple times in my life when I implement gratitude in my day, everything starts to change. My attitude is changing, People start to change around me because they interact with me differently. And I believe in vibrations. I believe in law of attraction. The law of attraction is just really showing different attitude, and that different attitude attracts different things. And the best way to change attitude and vibrations is through gratitude and thankfulness, because you're able to imagine yourself with having the things that you want. Number 9 is positive mindset. We want to hold on positive mindset. Positive mindset is not everything, but we know that when you have positive mindset, it's much easier to pursue things. Self-discipline needs to be less. So that means when you have more positive mindset, self-discipline needs to be less. But when you have less positive mindset, your self-discipline needs to be very, very high to be able to pursue the things that you want. So we need to keep and hold on positive mindset as much as we can to make sure that we're able to pursue the things that we want, because positive mindset is much more joyful to pursue the things that you want. Because even though that you might be going through the same journey with positive mindset or without positive mindset allows to go through resilience, through the journey with a much joyful perspective about life. Number 10 is empathy and compassion. Empathy and compassion. Hold on empathy and compassion. Because empathy and compassion is for leaders. If you want to become a leader, you need to hold on to that. I know there is a lot of times life potentially could beat you. There could be a lot of rejections. People could say a lot of bad things about you. And that rejection and other people could really hurt your feelings. And when you hurt, you don't want to be empathetic. You are hurt. Why are you supposed to be empathetic towards someone, compassion towards others? But I truly believe that you want to be even more compassionate, even more empathetic, because you experienced hurt, experienced rejection, experienced judgment. So you know how it feels. So that means because of that, you're able to be more empathetic. You're able to choose empathy. You're able to choose compassion. I truly believe that people who choose empathy and compassion are able to be the best leaders. Number 11 is hobbies and passions. Hobbies and passions you need to hold on to, because hobbies and passions is helping to increase your energy levels. And energy levels are very, very important, because you're able to have money and time. But if you don't have energy, it's not important to have money and time. That's why people who work very, very hard till 70, till 75, and they're retired, sometimes they don't have time to enjoy their lives anymore. That's why I believe in business. We're able to make a lot of money in a shorter period of time, but working a little bit harder, and then have time to experience, to enjoy life, and have time for hobbies and passions. Now, I do understand that sometimes you need to spend a little bit less time on hobbies and passions that you could build a business. But at the same time, you always need to hold on to just a little bit every single week that you build the energy. Number 12 is faith and spirituality. I believe it's faith and spirituality, and I truly believe that every single person needs to pursue their faith, pursue their spirituality, and really, because it's internal. And those things are important to make sure that you take care of yourself, take care of others. Because what we found is that most faiths are directed toward others, serving, helping other people. And when you have faith, you're becoming so much better. Now, of course, not every single person who says that they are faithful, but people who are truly faithful, internally faithful, they are really amazing people. Number 13 is integrity. That means it doesn't matter what happens in your life. I truly believe that integrity needs to be essential. We need to hold on to that. We need to say things and do things. So that means that you really need to make sure that say-do ratio is very, very high. Because when you say something and you don't do the things that you said, you lose integrity with yourself, you lose integrity with others, and it's very hard to get it back. So that means you need to hold on to that. And really not look into, because a lot of times people who doesn't have integrity, they have small wins. They could potentially make more money in a short period of time, but life is infinite game, not finite game. If you won a lot of money in a year or two, you will lose it, because I truly believe in karma as well. So that means when you are playing a long game, integrity is essential to hold on to. And the last one is positive relationships. Now, the two was healthy relationships. And number 14 is positive relationships. So what is the difference? So healthy relationship is what is very, very close to you. So that means a family member, so very, very close friends. It could be a spouse and kids. Those are the healthy relationships that you want to make sure that is very strong and you hold on to that. Positive relationships are people that are able to make a positive impact towards you. So that could be a mentor, a guide, a coach, a teacher, a professor, like all those people that you do not have like close relations. It's more like acquaintance, but at the same time, they are very essential in life. I truly believe that every single person needs to have a coach, mentor, teacher. Every single person needs to have a guide. So that means you need to keep those and hold on those people because they have experienced the things that you never experienced before, and they went through the things that you never went through. And you want to go, if you want to go to where they want to, that means you need to learn from them. So if you don't have positive relationships in your life, maybe it's a time to really find them and hold on to them, because I truly believe that guidance, mentorship, coaching is essential if you want to move very fast in life. Of course, you can achieve a lot of things by yourself, but if you want to move fast and get your time back and freedom back and money and build financial abundance, spiritual abundance, health abundance, you need to have a coach, a mentor, a guide in different areas of your life that you're able to pursue better things and achieve better things. So those are the 14 things that I wrote down that you need to hold on to. And as I said, there's more things that you need to hold on to. But this will be just a beginning to really reflect. There is a lot of things that we need to hold on to, a lot of things that we need to move on from. And it's good to start working on that, because when you reflect, when you're aware, you're able to start making adjustments. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.